Valley View. We'll get started here shortly. We'll see if we can't pull off another stream. Hope you're doing great out there. We should be starting here in just a second. I hope. Waiting for it to load up. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope you're all doing good. We're going to get into some more farm work here in a second. Okay, looks like that's up and running. Let me get started here in a second. Alright, let's start our stream off here. Get the game going. Well, welcome back. Glad you're here. I sold off the Massey. Took the money that we made. Money is down. We bought some new equipment. We got the Robert. Bought the other JCB tractor that I was talking about. It's about 320 horse. It's not bad. It's a good piece of equipment. We bought. Or I bought the farm. The root crop harvester and 3 headers. We've got lettuce, cabbage, and red cabbage. I went over to 11 and mowed it, tedded it, turned it into hay, brought it back as bales, but then I had a problem with one of the mixers. That's one of the reasons why I got the mixing ratio wrong and everything 2 or 3 times, and just grade 4 instead of TMR. So I decided to drop the bales into the mixer, shred them down back into loose, put it in the storage. We purchased, when I say we, I'm talking about me. Got about 15 head of cattle. Got them fed. They should be doing all right. Yep. We got a contract on field 1 for harvesting. We're going to do that. We got to get over there and fertilize field 11. Got some planting to do. Let's go back. I got to put some crops in 12. I'm going to put sorghum there. We got grapes here. Of course, we did the corn in the last stream. I'm thinking about putting probably soybean down. Cows also require wheat and other grain products like soybean, wheat, sunflower, stuff like that. These will probably be cabbage based, 4 and 5. Have been turn that off. In the world. There we go. Have been taking some silage out of here, putting it back into the silo. So we can mix some more TMR later. Field 9, which is grass. It's not ready to be fertilized again. It's only got 1 fertilizer stage on it, but that's okay. I do need to go over on fertilizer soon. I do need to get another crop in the ground. You think I was crazy doing grapes after doing the coffee harvest with that small New Holland harvester, but just want to do it. Give it a try. As soon as I get 11 done, I'll come back over here with our new JCB, hook up to the seeder and slash planter, and we'll get some sorghum going in field 12. Only went with 15 cows because right now we don't have that much hay in storage. We have plenty of silage. We have plenty of straw. Our hay is just a low thing. Plus we're, you know, I don't have that much wheat, barley put back. I'm going to start, I'm going to have to start doing more grain crops, it looks like. Why is that tilted back? No wonder I was on top of the pile. Sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong there for a second? Evidently, I had it on top of the pile. I'm going to do one more load here for right now, and then I'll do the rest of this off screen. Because we're getting late in the day. And I want to stagger my crops out so they don't come due all at the same time. And that sallow's not going to hold all this, it's going to hold all but maybe about a couple 100,000 liters we're going to probably have left behind, because we had just slightly over 867 or 57,000 liters, I think. I mentioned it last time. I'm not sure quite, but I know we were over 800 off that one field, off field 12. Corn is growing. It's been fertilized. It's fully fertilized. That's going to go towards pigs. And that's another reason why I need to do more grain and grain crops and oilseed crops like sunflower and soybeans and stuff like that. Those two items there at least, I need to get rid of those. Those were returned from this way instead of taking them back to the market. I use that with my hay bales. Let's just pull this around back to the silage bunker. Get the other JCB, get it going. That's it. That's pretty good for right now. Let's leave it right there. No big deal. Let's get our pelletized fertilizer spreader, and go over and do 11. And we're going to get to doing some more sowing work. And as you can see, you got the plow we bought. You can make it across the ridge. I don't know if you make it over the rest of the map. Sheep are doing good. Can't wait to sell that. The chickens are doing good. They're producing. Field 12, 11, excuse me, I'm 10, 12. We'll go with 11, get that fertilized, and we're going to start some planting. I think I'm going to put regular cabbage there. I'm probably going to put lettuce in there, and then probably put behind us, put red cabbage again. Doesn't sell too expensive price-wise, but it does. It's like sugar beeting potato. You plant a small amount of it, or a small field, and it yields pretty good. I think we got a little over 100,000 liters off that last harvest. Well, I hope that y'all had a great weekend. Mine went by uneventful. Well, I had a birthday. We celebrated his birthday. Hello, Mr. Man. How you doing? How you doing? Need to get you on this map and get you help me with a. I'm gonna be doing another solid charge. So I need to get you to help me. One thing about driving in this end cab of this tractor I don't like. It looks like my face is mashed up against the windshield. Come back out. I'm claustrophobic, and that feels like my face is right up against that thing. It's a little too close for comfort for me. I think my menu is screwed up as far as things go. But okay, it's back fertilized. Okay. What happened was I was in the game earlier, came out, because I didn't restart the game completely. I get that little map, that little glitch where it doesn't show you the growth. It all gets moved around, and you see there's growth, nothing. And then there's where it's supposed to, and there's soil type. Well, it shows soil type, but it shows the growth rate and everything else. One of the glitches of PlayStation. Which tells me I need to get the old PlayStation out from the TV console that I've got it in, or cabinet, and blow out the dust again. Do another cleaning. I still don't know if this is really done. I mean, it's growing. Let me see. Hang on. Back up just a little bit. Turn that on, see if that does anything. Nope. Probably going to be another day and a half before we can do put the last bit of fertilizer on that field. Change that white color out from red the silver. Let's put this up. Let's get the old John Deere. I think we need to fertilize that field now. Yeah, we need to fertilize that one more time. Why is that showing? Is that what? Oh, okay. Never mind. That's the color of grapes. Red is the color of grapes. Purple grapes are red. Okay. I'll get used to all these new crops and crop types. I got a feeling they're all going to be coming out in 22. Just think about it. We're moving into the month of October. And we're not that far away from Memphis 22. And what I ordered mine last month. My copy of it. Really adjust that just a tad. Missing any. Do a little headland here, at least one up and one down. That way we can avoid collisions with the trees that are on the other side of the path. One could do it. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. One more just to be erring on the side of caution, because I don't want to have him stop and say he's blocked or something. I want to move on to something while the worker is going to be working over here. When he gets done, we'll get over here and get another spritz of fertilizer. Just a little bit more. Then we'll go up to the far end, down here at the bottom, and then we'll bring it back up to the top, and that's where I'll turn the worker loose. I need to get the harvester and head over to field 1 and get that started up. I can sit here and plant all these fields at the same time, and then I'll come and do harvest at the same time, and then I'll be like a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest again, and I don't like doing that, so I like to stagger my crops out. We planted the corn last stream around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then we did a lot of chores in between, as far as I limed, harvested. I didn't get a little bit there mixed. And then I'm moving on to grapes. And the reason why I'm way off outside the field is down at the very bottom end. As you can start to see, the field widens up just a little bit. It's not perfectly aligned, so that's one of the reasons why I'm coloring outside the edges. But then we did the grape field, and then I went and bought some equipment, started doing taking the silage out of the bunker, started mixing some feed, bought the cattle. Just little things to make time pass a little bit, and then once the time passes, I'll move on to planting my next field. That way everything's staggered out. That way if it does come due, it doesn't come due at the same time. It comes with, you know, like one field will come 7, 8 o'clock the next day, one will come noonish. That way I have plenty of time to do what I got to do, plus do some contracts in between. Run it up here to the top of the field, and then we'll set the worker off. We're lacking just a little bit, because I think there's a little dip out here at the very end of this field. Workers going, so I'm going to tab out to the Russell Mash mower. Love this mower. If you're not using it yet, I suggest you give it a try. The mower is under big mowers, like with the Corona, and this header would be under would be right here under mowers itself, as far as the deck mowers. Right there. That's the mowing it. Or you can always go to Russell Mash in your brand names menu. Let's see if we can find it. Watch me scroll right by it. And you can find it right there next to the mower. The tedder that I'm using here is this is a Pella. Or is it fella? I'm trying to think if it's Pella or fella. I don't want to tell you wrong. It's a fella. It's slightly not that big. It doesn't really throw it out. It takes it just fine off the strip that this one leaves behind, and it doesn't fling it out too far. It's real easy to TED and use. Sounds like the girls are having a wrestling match. Hey, Mr. Benstead. I'm doing good, sir. How are you? So let's get in our harvester here. I need to get the combine header. And then we're going to come back for the truck, because I don't know what it's going to yield. I don't think our smaller tipper is going to do the job. Sorry to stop the moment. I want to look at that again. Oops. I swear I think that thing walked. No, it's pretty much straight the way I like it. It looks crooked from where I'm sitting. I don't like it when the equipment walks. I don't know, slowly creeps across the floor. These header trailers and these headers, when you let them in storage or whatever, they had a tendency to creep over. I had one parked lengthwise like this in a shed like that. I was on German map. I can't think of the name of it, but I was on a bigger field doing some work, and I came back a couple hours later. It took 2 hours to do the field. Yeah. I kind of mentioned that to her the other day, and she kind of giggled, slightly laughed about it and everything. I'm hoping that she's not one for pictures. I want to get a pic when I get a picture of her in it. I'm hoping to get a picture of her in it if I can. You may not see her face. You just might see the nice undulations. That's all you'll see. Filling out the T-shirt. Yeah, she, like I said, it was like a little tee-hee laugh, and that could be I'm okay with it, or that could also mean that she's going to probably kill me at a later date. In case you're wondering what Mr. Benstead's talking about, Mr. Silly P, who is a avid YouTuber and a friend, has merchandise, and one of his little favorite quips on a map is nice undulations as far as the rolling hills, the rolling streets, that kind of thing. And when I saw that T-shirt in the catalog online, I'm like, I know somebody who would look good in that shirt and who has nice undulations. Cut a headland or two down here, and then up on the top. I may hire a worker to finish this up after I do that. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry about the laryngitis, my friend. Sorry about the. She's doing great. She's doing great. Yeah. It's like I mentioned on one of my posts on Facebook. If you don't hear from me, you know what's happened. Let's do one more back. That should give my worker enough room to turn around down at the bottom. Sorry about the laryngitis. I hate that for you. I know how you feel. I don't like it myself. Lemon, honey, and hot tea, if you can stand it. And I know you're probably more of a coffee drinker like I am. Anything warm or hot against it. Debreeding the throat with salt water. If you have an old syringe, plunger syringe, no needle, just mix you some salt water, warm salt water in a teacup, push it up there as hot as you can stand it, and shoot it back in the back of your throat. That'll help debride the throat. Helps get rid of any bad stuff. Hope that helps. I'm just going off what a doctor told me a long time ago, because I am a big time sufferer of laryngitis and throat issues. Come on. Alright, let's go up, run this to the other side. Fill it fast. I'm sorry if you hear the dogs in the background. I don't know what they're fussing. They could be fighting over a treat. They could be wrestling over a toy. It could be the cat. Who knows? Such is the life of me when I'm live streaming. Too far in. I don't like doing that. Yeah, well, not not me. No, I've never been. Let's one, Mr. Man. You got a bush hog, head over my place. That's how I learned. I didn't do the tutorials in Farming Simulator. I looked him up and found him by accident. And I've been a huge fan, and it's going on 3-4 years now. I was watching him before he even had the game. So, but yeah, set up a game sometime. I'd be glad to join you. And I'll get you on mine. I'll make it not mod heavy. I'll drop my mod list down to pretty much basically the stuff that what I call my go-to mods, and you and I can go to town on a map. If you want to choose a map, choose the map. I got plenty of space to download a map or whatever. And back to what Mr. Benstead was talking about. Yeah, he is a buffoon as far as I'm concerned. All these little things like mandates and stuff like that. I've been reading, going over this country's constitution, and I found a little excerpt thanks to my cousin. And if a law is repugnant or goes against the Constitution, it cannot be made law. It cannot be enforced. Like, if you don't have your vaccination card, you don't get served. Sorry, that's against the Constitution. Yeah, I try not to get kicked off. Yeah. Well, some of the posts that I've posted are those political cartoons. That comes from the Patriot Post. And satire under constitutional law is supposed to be acceptable as long as, the fact checkers can't fact check it. Let's just put it that way. There's no basis for it. This tree is probably going to cause the worker some problems. No, he goes right by. Good. I want to do another hitter up here right about these trees. Will he go by these trees? I don't know. I've got a work going, trying to cut. Of course, we're getting full. I don't know if he's going to squeak by this tree or not. Oh, we did. Yeah, let's get to the end of the field. And I'm going to go down one. And back up on this side. Let's just, I'm trying to watch my step. I mean, I'm opinionated. That gets me Facebook jail for a few days, and I think they've told me the next time around it's permanent ban. So I'm trying to watch it. I want to keep the group page going. I don't want to be, hey, bye, see you, that kind of thing. I'll do my best. I'm just posting those little things, political cartoons that I get, the satire. They let those slide, the satire ones, but if I get ranty, they get a little upset. So I don't get, rant anymore with them. I don't want to be discussing politics on here too much because that puts a lot of people off. But like I said, I never used to be mouthy about it or political. I'm not party affiliated, but it's just like all the stuff that's going on. I'm, I'm way beyond disappointed. I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, I remember all this. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, uh, this country you gotta have a college education. I'm not fully college educated. I'm at the right age. I'm just not fully college educated. I just don't know if anyone would vote for me. I'm not spoiled. I'm not rich like Trump. I'm not. Uh, I'm trying to. I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm like Trump. Trump, to me, and yes, I know he did a lot of little mean tweets and all this stuff, and some of the things that he ran his platform on when he ran for president, I believe in. I believe in America first. I believe in taking care of our people. Congress needs to do their job. They're elected officials elected by the people of their home states, and they're supposed to do their job, which is take care of the people in your home state. Get them the things they need. Not sitting up there backbiting and trying to win pole position in the power game. You know, it's a Game of Thrones up there. That's all it is, and that gets to me. These elected officials are not doing what they were elected to do, and some of them are too long. Should there be term limits for congressmen and representatives, like there is for the president? Yeah. I mean, look at Biden. 48 years in Congress, didn't accomplish one stinking thing. And everything he's ever tried to do or ever said, he's countered himself. Now, you know, look at Obama. Obama says something about immigration. I'm not against immigration. That's what makes this country great. But do it the legal way. Come in through the legal process. Don't just open the borders willy-nilly and let everybody flood in. You don't know what you're getting. You can be getting criminals, rapists, arsonists, you know, mass murderers, that kind of thing. You don't know. Yeah, I see kids and families and stuff like that. They could be drug runners working for cartels. Who you don't know. You need to back check on it. And yeah, I know that takes time. That's the legal process. And this, there's no easy way when it comes to immigration. It's a hard process to, you have all these people fleeing. What are they fleeing for? Why are they coming here? Plus, you have this party who wants to be, they want a socialist government. Well, I've seen socialism fail in so many countries that were once prosperous. Now they're sewage pits compared to what they were 40 years ago. It's got to be done and done right. You can't just, and then the Afghanistan thing. Oh, I don't get me started on that. That in itself is treason. If you don't send home your stuff and bring home your equipment, you blow it up in place. And you do it slowly but surely over a period of time. And instead of doing it on the anniversary of when the towers got blown up and people lost lives and stuff like that, you do it at another date. I posted a thing about what Trump said that he wanted to do when that happened, and I agree with his plan. This was done on 9/11. Trillions of dollars of stuff left over there. You basically just armed your enemy. And then you have him saying, oh, the Taliban aren't bad people. Are you kidding me? They're radicals. They want to kill and destroy everything. If you don't stand for what their principles, they want to kill and destroy you. Am I anti-Muslim? No. Anti-terrorist? Yeah. But I don't want to get started on that. I don't want to get preachy. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. You have to be a certain age. If I can remember the rules for wanting to be in office for president or governor or whatever, it's got to be a certain age, college educated, and you got to be a Christian. married is preferable with children, that kind of thing. Family man, family woman, that kind of thing. It's just one of those little standards. I don't know if they've thrown that out or not, but that was what it used to be. And that stuff in the news about them beating on those refugees trying to come into this country, they weren't beaten or whipped. That's propaganda. That's the news trying to sensationalize, get ratings, and over dramatize things. I don't trust the media. I don't trust the newspapers. It's like I posted and said before, and I've said this aloud, I'd rather be a conspiracy theorist and consider a conspiracy theorist than be a sheep being led to slaughter. This should give my worker enough room to go up and down. I'm going to start him back up here at the top. I'm going to unload the harvester. And I need to check on our worker down there on 12 who's doing the sorghum. What gets me is you had all these people supporting him and voting for him, and now where are they? They're all sitting there thinking, maybe we made a mistake. You figure? You know, they're talking about wanting to, you know, these Republicans are talking about wanting to impeachment. Good luck with that. Who's in control? We're controlled by, you know, they have the majority, so that getting past Congress and actually happening, I don't see it. I don't see it coming or happening, really, as far as they're going to have to find some hard evidence against him in order to impeach him. Every little thing I see about Biden or Harris or something like that, it's funny for me. I like to repost and reshare. If I really want to comment and say the things that are really truly inside my heart, inside my head, and want to come out of my mouth, and I have to think about what my uncle says, I have no filter. So I'm not going to go on that route anymore right now, because you get me banned from YouTube and Facebook both. Probably get the CIA on my front doorstep. That's how I feel. I can just say certain people need to be tried for treason. That's about it. Because what they did over there in Afghanistan is treason. And treason is imprisonment, and a couple other things I can't mention. Well, he should be good, so I'm going to pop into, he's done. Alright. Okay. That's a sorghum. And we don't have to look at it. It's growing. Let's come back and fertilize it. Okay, let's change this over. Cabbage. The red cabbage in this field right here to the right, so we're going to skip over and park it up in front of the field that we're going to do cabbage on. The hot skip and jump back into the other JCB. We'll hook up our we'll do it with the Harley. We'll hook up to our fertilizer spreader and go up here and do 12. I think the harvest we're doing on one, I think it goes to East Town Supply, which is behind me. At least I think it does. I'm gonna check 26. I think 26 is ready to harvest. I think there was a contract for it, but that's going to be one I'm going to do off screen because it takes a while. It takes about 5 hours to do it. Hang on a minute. I want to see something. It looks like he might have missed. Down here. No, he didn't. Okay. I thought he missed. That patch makes it look like he missed. Oh man. Oh. I'm only going to do 26 as long as it's a grain crop. If it's a root crop, there's no way I'm touching it. And I'm missing it. Get over. I'm going to go back over that. Well, I was over far enough. I wasn't. Well, sir. All right. You too, buddy. You have a good one. You have a real good one, man. Let's see what we're. I could have swore there was a. I guess the harvest is gone. Okay. Mr. Benstead, have a good one. Have a good evening. I haven't seen if the worker is stopped. He probably is. So I may have to stop here at the end of the field and jump back over into the truck and move the truck over towards the harvester. Sorry about the politics and the political stuff. Apologize for it. This should not be a place for politics or religious discussions or anything like that. And that's my fault, so I apologize. Okay, let's stop. Right in the truck where I wanted to be. Let's go find the harvester and see. Yeah, looks like it's stopped. Field finished. And we'll check on the cleanliness of the sheep and the chickens and the cows and see how they're doing as far as they need to be cleaned, and then we'll move on to planting cabbage. Outer edge. We're going to have a little bit to do. I'd rather be more towards the center of the field than over towards those trees. And then I'll go back and touch up that little spot that I missed at midfield. And then on to those animals. Well, fall has officially arrived in the state of Tennessee, and I'm loving it. Fall, early winter, early spring, mid-spring, those are pretty much my go-to weather. I like that when it's cooler and comfortable and not miserable. Don't like it when it's miserable. Right now we got like mid 60s, light winds. Night times it gets down to the 40s, which it's no big deal. 40 is comfortable for me. Anything lower than 40 though, I have to start a fire. Get a fire going, get some heat going. This is my time of year. Come early winter, right before Christmas gets here, I'll be enjoying myself. Hopefully, hope it won't be too bad. It's those months between January and March that get me. But then after March, you got early spring and mid-spring, which are similar to the fall here in Tennessee. Some summers, okay, this summer wasn't that too bad. It was hot towards a little bit, but also most of it was cool though, thanks to a lot of rain we had. We had a lot of rain this year for a change. Let's see, where did I miss? It was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, here it is. I said midfield. Huh, midfield. Beginning of the field. Don't want to leave that strip undone. This tractor is in need of a bath. I'll have to look into. I'll have to look into getting a pressure washer. Oh, that's what you guys were fighting over, that rope bone. I was wondering what y'all were fussing about. Now we know. It was a toy. It wasn't a treat. Big old rope bone. Big Mama A got them at Tractor Supply back around last Friday. Or last Thursday, I think. It was one of those 2 nights. They're wrestling over that. Let's get in here and see how to clean the sheep up. I'm pretty sure they need to be cleaned. Ration, getting that silage in the upright silo. And then the harvest is about full again. Alright, let's buying this field too. We have a few fields. We do some bigger fields. We can get better productions on wheat, and barley, and stuff like that. That'll come at a later date. I did pay on the loan with the money we had, and we're down a little bit, not much, about $100,000 worth. So we don't have $700,000. We're down to $6. More money, get the money up a little more. I could probably pay another 100 on it. That brought us down to just a little over $100,000 by the time it's all said and done. So I may do that here later on today. And then we'll start working to get the money back up again. Sorghum pays pretty good on here. Coffee pays real good at certain times. If you can grow it in bulk. Harvesting though, if you harvest in bulk with that harvester that they provide, or that's provided on this map, it takes forever. I just want to forewarn you. Don't have a day planned if you decide you're going to do outside of this game. If you decide you're going to do coffee or coffee harvest, it takes a while. On the field 10 is where I did mine, and that yielded 256,000 liters. And that's not a, typically big. It's a large field, but it's not like a large, extra large. I couldn't imagine doing an extra large field in coffee. And that harvest that I did on 10 took about 5 hours to do. Because the harvester can only unload and the trailers that come with it, and they're 14,000 liters a piece. They do daisy chain together, and I had 2 just running. I should have ran about 2 extra ones for a total of 4, but I was doing it at 28,000 liters at a time, filling up, unloading, going back, harvesting until the harvester got full, unloading. I never thought it was going to end, but payout wise, when it was all said and done in the end, I thought it was worth it. Money, for the money that I made. And I will probably do another coffee harvest on this map, but not on that big of a field. Maybe on this field, maybe I might do it. But not anything bigger than this. I just don't want to spend a whole lot of time on a big old field like that. Cabbages, like the potatoes and sugar beets, they yield pretty good. We might get over 100,000 liters of cabbage off this field when it's harvested before it's ready to go. And the more you get, there's an average paying $800 per 1,000. That can add up. You've got over 100,000 liters. Especially for the amount of seed you use. It doesn't use, the seeder doesn't eat through the seed like some seeders and planters do. This one does pretty good. I'm impressed by it. I'm not usually a big John Deere fan or fanatic. There's times when I think John Deere is a little bit overrated, but that's just my opinion. I grew up here in Tennessee where I grew up, this part of Tennessee. The big names are Case and New Holland. And back before Case and International merged, it was Case, International, and then New Holland, and Ford, or Massey. You know, those are the name brands that were big and huge around this part of Tennessee and East Tennessee. And that merged companies together. It's Case now, and there's still some New Holland. Massey's a little, I see some, not a whole lot of Massey Ferguson equipment, whether it comes to planters, seeders, or balers, or even tractors. Then a new brand came, which everybody knows, Kubota came in. I do like this John Deere seeder. I don't use a whole lot of John Deere equipment on or in Farming Simulator. If there's a piece that comes out that catches my eye, I think might do the job, I'll give it a try. I'll give this a try. I'm liking it. Over here to this field, we're not going to plant it just yet. The harvester's coming up due to be emptied. Let's change this over. Not red cabbage. What less in this field. Lettuce planted in that field here in a little while. Almost done with this harvest. I could set the cruise control down to about 6 to keep pace with the harvester, but normally and sometimes I do that. Seeing that this is a longer trailer, I can pull ahead of it and let it catch up to me. And that works just fine. Done. I'm not going to use this on these smaller fields. I'm going to pick this up. Go back to our box spreader. I love those reverse lights. They're bright. I wish the reverse lights could be as bright, the front lights could be as bright as them. Look at that. Imagine that surrounding your entire tractor in a field. I got the wrong thing. plenty to do. And plenty of fertilizer in here to do these fields, the smaller fields. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, would you hit that like button for me? If you haven't subscribed yet, give that old subscribe button a little love tap. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to. I'll holler back at you. And if you want to share this video, then by all means, please be my guest. I hope you have a good day. If I don't see you again, I hope you have a good week. Stay safe and healthy out there. Don't take no wooden nickels. And as always, friends and neighbors, happy farming. We'll see you another day.